once again, Football 360, your number one football entertainment. So, this is the weekend results. All the top 5 European matches that were played during the weekend. So, as you all know, we'll be starting with EPL. But before I begin, mind you, we'll be bringing you the Ballon d'Or result as well. So, after this session, tune in for the next episode. Now, starting with EPL, Liverpool began with Everton, in which Liverpool won by 2-1. Then we had Leeds 3-1 against Wolves. Crystal Palace won 2-1 against West Ham. Burnley 1-1 draw against Nottingham Forest. Brighton 2, Tottenham 2. Manchester United 2, Chelsea 1. Fulham 3, Brentford 1. Sunderland 1, Aston Villa 1. Bournemouth 0, Newcastle 0. And Manchester City versus Arsenal 1-1 draw. So these are the matches that we played during the weekend in the EPL. So, bro, Manchester United versus Chelsea, 2-1 win against Chelsea at Old Trafford. And with this match, both teams had red cards. So, I'm giving you just 3 minutes. Give me your analysis on this match.
When one shouts you, one shouts. How can you, a whole Club World Cup champions, lose to a struggling Manchester United?
We are all struggling. This is not Club World Cup. This is the EPL.
No, in fact, your struggles ended when you beat PSG at the Club World Cup finals and then won the trophy. That was when your struggles ended.
This is not Club World Cup. We are in a new season.
There is no
the season of Club World Cup has ended. We are in a new season. We are still the Club World Cup.
Excuse. In fact, this particular loss against Man U, in Tokwabi and
first 4 minutes, Chelsea a red card.
It doesn't even matter.
One man down.
Even
what were you expecting from us?
Even if you were 2 man down or 2 men down, a struggling Manchester United team.
Manchester United has not been struggling. No. Me, I don't understand.
They have been struggling.
Wait. They met Arsenal. They outplayed Arsenal. The only negative in their match was they weren't able to score. Win? That was what I'm trying to say.
No,
they met Liverpool
after Arsenal's match.
They outplayed Liverpool.
Have they been performing better?
No, they have not been. But what I'm trying to make you know is, whenever they've met all those big matches, they've played well against Arsenal. They have played Arsenal. They had big chances. Like we were all expecting them. We were all expecting Arsenal to outplay them.
You don't get any better.
So you can't tell me that someone who has been able to outplay Arsenal outplay who? Is it Liverpool or City? Then they met Chelsea.
You don't get any better.
Now Chelsea had a red card. Then you were able to win against a 10-man down. You are telling me you have no
why
excuse.
did they also not have one player red carded?
The time they had their 1-man down, the damage was already done.
What kind of damage? You came into the second half with equal numbers. So what happened in the second half?
No.
You came into the second half with equal numbers.
The red card happened in the second half.
No. It happened in the first half.
No.
It was after they scored the 2 goals when they got your red card. After it was immediately
50 minutes, 45 plus way. 45 plus so
it was in the first half. Is that not the first half?
Fine. So
you came into the second half with equal numbers. So what happened?
But we weren't having any attackers at that time. So okay, fine.
No. In fact, we don't even want to hear you didn't have attack. No, we don't want to hear
excuses. We've lost against Manchester United.
Seven attackers. Mumu attackers.
In the match,
more attackers.
The coach had substituted all those attackers.
Attacker The lab
we so can say like let's be fair. The lab is injured.
Joao Pedro
Estabao was substituted. Kopama had an injury. Kopama had an injury. He's going for 3 to 6 weeks. That's almost 2 months.
Malo Gusto could also play as
Malo Gusto is a 2.
He came in as a forward.
Malo Gusto is a 2. No, he came in to replace Cucurella. You know that.
In fact, it was a bad performance by Chelsea. It was a bad.
And the performance is not on the players. I always blame it on the coach. Because there was no way that you had a red card in the 4th minute. Then you substituted all your attackers and left only Joao Pedro as an attacker. How do you expect him to play against a 4-man defense? He did well.
Manchester United team.
He did very well.
How many chances did you even create? How many chances?
That's because there was no way that you expect DM to create chances. The blame is all on the coach. The blame is all on the coach.
Too bad.
Because he stated, you see, when Garnacho was about to be substituted and he changed that and brought Malo Gusto, it was like Fofana signaled that he was tired. Look at this nonsense. He signaled that you were playing this match, you were signaling that you were tired. That's why you brought in Malo Gusto. Look at this.
I'm sure that was the first time Fofana had minutes in a very long time.
Yes, because the whole of last season he didn't play a match.
I even think that it was a bad decision for the coach to even start Fofana.
I don't understand why he even started him, because you knew that the moment you saw Sesko in the lineup, you should have changed your lineup. Sesko is tall, you should have played to see. Anyways,
so for me, I think that it was a very poor performance.
Oh yeah, for that one
from Chelsea.
We didn't perform. We didn't perform
against this struggling Manchester United team. Very bad performance. Very bad.
As a Chelsea fan, the moment that coach made that 2 changes from that first 5 minutes, that's when I lost hope, honestly. Because you are a man down. Those who can hold on the ball, you substitute all of them and left only one player. Kopama was out, Ebesiba was out, Pedro Neto was out. Meaning that you weren't even expecting to play a counter football. Because Caicedo is no good when it comes to pace. He's good, but you see that the pace of an attacker is always different. Enzo Fernandez is no good.
You see, I was saying after the match the other time that yes, Maresca is good.
Yes.
In fact, he is trying to prove. In fact, he has proven to us that he can be one of the best coaches.
Yes.
Okay, but that little experience we need to manage games, in-game management,
yes,
is what is left.
Yes, it's true.
In fact, you would even realize that when the red card came,
he panicked.
He started panicking.
That was the reason why he made that stupid changes.
He lacked that experience.
Anyways, Manchester United won Chelsea 2-1. Brighton versus Tottenham. 1 minute. Let's go. 2-2 draw.
You see, this particular Tottenham team, we shouldn't have high hopes for them. I heard some people saying that
it's your cameraman.
One of the teams to watch out for this particular season is Tottenham.
It's your cameraman.
We should not have high hopes for them.
Every day has been disturbing me with Kudus, Tottenham.
They have bought the players,
yes.
But the coach coming in, okay, though he is experienced in the EPL, but has not managed a huge club before.
Yes.
As Tottenham.
Yes.
And so we should not have high hopes for Tottenham. We should in fact step on the brakes for them, because in fact there will be a lot of upsets. There will be a lot of upsets. In fact, look, in the first half, they went down by 2 goals.
Oh yes.
Against Brighton.
Yes. So they had to try to come back.
Okay, so we shouldn't have high hopes for Tottenham. And in fact, for Tottenham, we know them already.
Yes, Tottenham and Arsenal, we know them.
We know Tottenham already.
Even
they will fight. No way the third, no way the fourth.
Okay. So our last match of the day in the EPL, and that was one of the crackers during the weekend. That's Manchester City versus Arsenal. Manchester City went to the Emirates, yes, and they had a 1-1 draw. Manchester City's goal was scored by Erling Haaland, which was later equalized by Martinelli. So Manchester City versus Arsenal, and this match, Pep Guardiola, when he scored 1 goal, he was actually having all his men behind the post defending. The whole Pep Guardiola defending against Arsenal. And after the match, he was interviewing. He was like, if Pep Guardiola is to defend for the first time in 9 years, they should know that he's trying to change certain things.
Serious.
How can you? Because
Serious. In fact, this was a match.
I was watching the match on my phone. I was like, nah, this isn't a Manchester City that I know.
Serious. You see, this was a match I realized Man City is really strong.
Yes. And if you look at the possession, 67-33.
They are really strong.
By Sophie's scores rating.
Manchester City is really strong. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now after they scored, after Haaland scored the first goal.
Yes.
Okay.
They relied on counter.
They were only relying on counters. Yes. And if I look at the goal, Haaland scored.
Yeah, it was a counter.
It was a counter.
When Tijani Reinders. Yes.
It was not a proper Man City team play goal.
Yes.
It was a counter. And so this should even tell the fans and everybody that Pep Guardiola is trying to integrate a whole new different idea into the system.
Okay.
We are not going to see a lot of the dominance in terms of the tiki-taka Man City plays. Okay, now we are going to see a different aspect, which I believe is coming from the then assistant coach to club at
Yes.
Is it Pep Linders or something?
Yes. And right now he's the assistant coach to Pep Guardiola.
Pep Guardiola.
Yes.
Okay, so in fact, I think that it will take some time for the team to grasp whatever they are trying to integrate. Okay. But in fact, if you look at Arsenal's side, yes, for Arsenal, they didn't start well.
Yes.
They didn't start well as they conceded against Man City in the earlier stages, but they came into the game. But they couldn't capitalize on the blunders that were made by the City team. Okay. They were able to equalize.
And I think their pressing too was subpar because Manchester City was defending. So I was expecting them to be more aggressive. But they were they were also afraid to commit more. That was their main problem.
Yes.
So, this is the table for the EPO. Liverpool leads by 15 points. They've not lost, they've not drawn, so they've not dropped any points. Followed by Arsenal 10 points, Tottenham 10 points, Bournemouth 10 points, Crystal Palace 9, Chelsea on 6th position 8 points, Sunderland 8 points, Fulham 8, Manchester City 7 points on a 9th position, Everton 10th position 7, United 11th position 7 points, Leeds 12 7, Newcastle 13 6, Brighton 14 5 points, Forest 15 5 points, followed by Burnley, Brentford, Aston Villa, West Ham and Wolves. So the last 3 teams are Wolves 20th, West Ham 19th and Aston Villa 18th. Aston Villa. Now they have only 3 points.
I'm telling you, Aston Villa is about going through a lot.
Yes.
I'm not sure they won a match this season.
They have only 3 points. I think they are all those 3 points are from draws.
They have not won a single match this season. Aston Villa is really struggling.
The whole Aston Villa.
They are really struggling.
And now they are not in the EFL Cup too.
It's
oh yes,
looking at
not won a
team
match.
That played, was it in the quarterfinals or so? In the Champions League last season.
Yes, quarterfinals. It was after the PSG went to play Liverpool.
Yes. And it was after they played Liverpool. After PSG played Liverpool, they came to meet Aston Villa in the quarterfinals.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, for you to be a quarter finalist in the just ended Champions League last season, only for you to enter the new season, play about 5 matches
and have 3 points.
No, too bad. It's too bad.
Anyways, we are going to the La Liga. La Liga began with Real Betis against Real Sociedad, in which Real Betis won by 3-1, followed by Levante 4-0 against Girona, Real Madrid 2, Espanyol 0, Villarreal 2, Osasuna 1, Sevilla 2, Alaves 1, Valencia 2, Atletico Bilbao 2-0, Rayo Vallecano 1, Celta Vigo 1, Mallorca 1, Atletico Madrid 1, Elche 1, Real Oviedo 0, and Barcelona 3, Getafe 0. So, Real Madrid against Espanyol. Now, what to take on this match? Just 30 seconds. 30 seconds.
For Espanyol and then Real Madrid, even a toddler would go for Madrid winning this particular match.
Really?
But if you look at the first 4 matches played in the La Liga, Espanyol was third on the table.
Yes.
Which means that they have been performing very, very, very well. Okay?
Yeah.
So, in fact, the confidence was high for those who were going against or were going for an upset at the Bernabeu.
Okay.
Because we thought that Espanyol could cause a major upset to Madrid. But
that didn't happen.
they say Madrid is Madrid.
Yes.
Okay, and that first goal from Militao
was a cracker. Yes. I
was
wasn't expecting that.
Was a screamer.
Like I wasn't expecting that.
And Madrid had not created
any good chance.
Clear chance before
that goal.
Yes, that goal from Militao.
And that goal also gave them the momentum
yes.
too. Yes.
But if you look at this particular Madrid team, okay, you realize that Alonso is trying to, just as he said from the beginning of the season, that he is bringing in his own new philosophy. And that philosophy is to keep the ball.
And if you've realized, whenever they are facing a team that plays from the deep, you realize that most their CBs, especially Hoisin, tries to play short from the back. I've studied that. Yes.
From the beginning.
Yes, from the beginning.
Yes.
Whenever that team is playing that low block, they try their shot from the back.
Yeah.
It has not been coming from Vavadra, you all know. It has been coming from their CBs.
From the defenders.
Yes. And Militao got that goal. So yes.
Yeah. So I think it's they've been practicing that on the training ground.
And one player that caught my eye was Mustantuano. He played that 10 row better than what I've witnessed from Edagula. I even stated it because whenever Mustantuano got the ball, his touches, his link-up
plays
was phenomenal. So
yes, I think that Mustantuano would if we give him that time, he would become a force.
I was even saying that now that Bellingham is in, I think he would be challenged by Adagula on that wings. And if they give him more chance, and if Adagula doesn't sit up, he would overtake. Yes.
He will be on the bench.
Yes.
But I think that Alonso would have the.
Now Adagula is having the edge because I think he likes Adagula more.
Okay.
From what I've seen from Alonso, yes. But if being given the chance, for the performance I saw during the weekend from Mustantuano, if he continues, there's a high chance that yes, he would overtake Adagula.
Yeah. So I think that though Bellingham is back, Kamavinga is back,
he wouldn't
some
rush
other
them.
midfielders are back. But Alonso would have the solution on
how to manage them.
Okay.
And Atletico Madrid has done it again. They did it again during the weekend. They drew to Mallorca. Bro, they scored their first goal and they made Mallorca equalize. So this team and Casala, so these are some of the things that sometimes when teams are like fans from EPO, they sometimes chastise the La Liga league. You see, they began poorly, and you realize that the season would end and they would finish around champions to conference league. You see that thing, but I'm not saying that this thing doesn't happen in the EPL, but you see, when you compare the strength of Atletico Madrid, you would expect better from them. So the moment you have this, look at Aston Villa, look at their performances, and look at where they are now. You see that thing, but I don't think that they have like 7 points in the league. Atletico.
No, I'm not sure.
Because they've won one.
They've only won one.
And they've drawn like 2 or so.
I think
2 or 3. Yes.
So in fact, for Atletico Madrid, the least said about them, the better.
The better.
In fact, it is becoming one too many. That every week.
What even baffles me, they mostly scored the first goal.
It's serious. Every week you drop points. Every week you drop points. Okay, and in fact, looking at a team that was coming into the new season with high hopes,
yes, and
taking into consideration the number of players they signed. High quality players. Thiago Almada, and I think their last signing was Luis. Was it Nico Gonzalez? I think from was it Juventus?
Yeah.
Okay, with high hopes, taking into consideration the number of players they've signed, quality players they've signed, and then the depth of quality players they even had already.
Julian Alvarez, like Conor Gallagher,
Gallagher,
Oblak,
Barrios, all these players. And then you start the season struggling.
Sometimes, I think it's high time they also change their coach, honestly. Even though the coach has done well with them, but just like how Pep Guardiola, you see, sometimes you need that fresh ideas. You need that kind of new motivation. That's what I think. You see, the year that Chelsea won the Champions League, we were performing abysmally. But the moment that new coach, new mentality, new ideas came, that was when our season was rejuvenated.
New energy.
New energy.
Comes, yes.
Imagine a new coach coming and was like, this is Chelsea. We don't accept draws. And he said you are going to build a team in which teams will find difficult to play against. And that is exactly what he did. That kind of mentality changes everything. Even though the mentality of Simeone is high, but I think a new ideas, a new formation, new set of tactics is needed at Cope. Yes.
They need to.
Because they have the players. You can't tell me that they don't have the players.
They need to do something to technical stuff. They need to cause in fact there is this saying that when a bird stands too long on a tree, it attracts stone.
Yes.
Okay.
Humble.
So I think that Simeone has been there for a very long time. It's high time he's
like
down.
More than 10 years.
Yes, more than
2012 he was there.
More than.
So more than 10 years.
Yes. So about 13 years. That's too long for him to be. That's though there's a classical example to Alex Ferguson's time at Man U.
But this one, because since the last time they won the league, they've have like their performances have not been up to the standard that we all know. Anyways, our last match for La Liga, Barcelona versus Getafe, and this match, I was expecting me as a Chelsea fan, I was expecting Getafe to play their low block that you've all known. But this match, they were too open. I don't know what like their coach was thinking. They were too open. They gave the Barcelona freedom. You all know that even though Barcelona without Lamine Yamal, they are a good team. But you don't give Barcelona that kind of freedom, that kind of space, and you wouldn't think that they won't like punish you. No. You don't do that. They gave the Barcelona the freedom to exploit. And Ferran Torres is there, that boy. He's not good though, but the moment he plays, he's just like Ansu Fati. He will come and play, he will score you.
He's like every Barcelona player. You see, every Barcelona player is no good.
No.
But until they start playing.
Nah. Barcelona players, you all know. Whenever Barcelona,
until they start, you see them on the field.
In this current football world, Barcelona players most of the players are neutral fans who praise you highly. Honestly, you go to Twitter and every neutral fan is praising Pedri for turning.
It is only on the field, but when you see them ordinarily,
you go to Twitter, you see every neutral fan praising Lamine Yamal.
When they are not playing,
every neutral fan praising Kubasi. But Ferran Torres, you all know him. Ferran Torres is not, when we are being real, it's not to the standard of Barcelona, honestly. But this boy will give you the goals needed. When Lewandowski is not there, you give you the necessary goals, and at the same time, you will also be missing some. So Barcelona won by 3 goals to 0. The goals were scored by Ferran Torres. He scored 2 goals and then Olmo added the last 3rd goal. So only 1 minute. 1 minute.
The magical touch by Marcus Rashford.
Massa.
For Olmo, we know he does that all the time. For Olmo,
Rashford. Look at players Rashford.
It is not a new thing. It is not a new thing to Daniel or for Daniel.
Yo.
But for Rashford, we all know that he's now trying to rejuvenate himself. Okay. He contributed against Newcastle, and then he came into the Getafe game in the second half and then contributed to an assist. Okay. Now he should have started, but there was a punishment.
Yeah, I
That
think he was
given
late
by-
to.
Yes.
Yes.
To training.
Yeah.
Few minutes late to training as a play punishment.
I like that thing about
For-
Hansi Flick.
for coming late.
You,
Okay.
you don't give anybody the chance to mess up.
Yeah.
So, Barcelona, Hansi Flick is still doing the wonders. And for me, I'm quite this season when it comes to La Liga. I want to watch Barcelona and Real Madrid closely when they meet at Co and the two teams meet themselves. That is when I will judge them. Because the Real Madrid fans are saying they want to go investable in La Liga. Yes, they are saying they want to be investable because their coach did it in Germany. So they want to do it.
That title.
I want them to meet
that title is
Atletico Madrid.
That
I
title
want
is
them
only
to meet
held.
Barcelona.
That title is only held by Arsenal. That means in the top 5 European leagues.
Anyways,
Okay, but I think that we are all in fact looking forward to the match against Paris Saint-Germain.
oh yeah, that one there.
With
Oh,
high hopes.
that one there. It's something for our for next week. So let's pause here.
Okay.
Now, these are the standings for the La Liga. Real Madrid leads by 15 points. They've not dropped a point. They've not drawn. They've not lost. And Barcelona followed by Barcelona 13 points. Another followed by Villarreal 10 points. Espanyol 10 points. Elche 9. Real Betis 9. Atletico Bilbao 9. Getafe 9. Sevilla 7. Alaves 7. Valencia 7. Atletico Madrid 6. Me can come out with 19 because I don't know more. Osasuna 6, Rayo Vallecano 5th, Celta Vigo 5th, Levante 4th, Real Oviedo 3rd, and the last 3 teams are Real Sociedad 2 points, Mallorca 2 points, and Girona 1 point, bro. 30 seconds for Girona. The Girona that we always said that we were able to beat Barcelona back to back.
Serious.
Last season and this season they've been having a very
Girona
bad.
has been a team that has been, in fact, on a decline
Yes.
after they missed out on the qualification to the knockout stage, the Champions League last season. Since that time, their performances have been on a decline until this particular new season. Okay. So it is something that began last season and it is lingering on
To this.
Yes. Okay. So Girona last. I believe they will be one of the teams
To be relegated. If they don't sit up, just like Aston Villa and Wolves. If they don't sit up,
because the teams that came from the League Two, okay, Real Oviedo, Levante, and then Elche. The only team that has not been impressive is Oviedo. But Elche and then Levante,
they've been doing well.
they've been very good.
Levante is on 7th position also.
They've been very good. So I think that, in fact, these teams are leaving no stone unturned. And looking at Girona, if they continue to perform at this level, relegation will be their portion.
So Girona needs to sit up and to if they want to avoid relegation. And also going to Bundesliga, Stuttgart 2, St. Pauli 0, Bayern 4, Hoffenheim 1, Mainz 054, Uzbek 1, HSV 2, Heidenheim 1, Freiburg 3, Bremen 0, Leipzig 3, Köln 1, Union Berlin 4, Frankfurt 3, Leverkusen 1, Mönchengladbach 1, Dortmund 1, Wolfsburg 0. And the standings are Bayern leads by 12 points, followed by Dortmund, Leipzig 9 points, Köln 7 points, St. Pauli 7 points, Frankfurt 6 points, Freiburg 6, Stuttgart 6 points, Hoffenheim 6 points, and Union Berlin on 10th position 6 points, Leverkusen 5 points on 11th position, Wolfsburg 5 points, Mainz 4 points, Werder Bremen 4 points, HSV and Eindhoven HSV 4 points, Uzbek 3, Mönchengladbach 2, and Heidenheim 0. So these are the standings for German Bundesliga. Now going to the Italian Serie A. Now with the Italian Serie A, these are the matches that were played during the weekend. We have Cagliari 2, Lecce 1, Bologna 2, Genoa 1, Juventus and Verona 1-1, AC Milan 3, Udinese 0, Roma 1, Lazio 0, Cremonese and Parma 0-0, Atalanta 3, Torino 0, Como 2, Fiorentina 1, Inter 2, Sassuolo 1, and Napoli 3-2 against Pisa. And the standings are: Napoli leads by 12 points, Juventus 10 points, Milan 9 points, Roma 9 points, Atalanta and on the 5th position 8 points. Lastly, we have Paris Saint-Germain. They played yesterday, right? Yes, and they lost by 1-2